Alright, Shalom. It's the brother Amawan from GMS Charlotte. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And peace, honor, and salutation to you brothers out there that's pushing this word in our sincerity and truth, man. Shalom. You know, I just found this article, so I wanted to make a lesson on it, getting into the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. As this article is going to go into, we're moving into the times of where this chip is beginning to get pushed more and more mainstream, and we're getting closer to them times where this chip is going to be made mandatory, man. So, I came across this article, this Catholic.org, where they pretty much just go into what this chip is. So I just want to read a little bit of it. I put the description in the description box whenever this video gets uploaded. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Bring out a couple scriptures. All right. It says the RFID microchip implant is the size of a grain of rice and goes in your right hand between your thumb and your forefinger. The needle is large and hurts a bit, so the technician numbs the spot first. In exchange for the few hours of soreness, you will never have to worry about losing your keys or wallet again. It says the RFID chip has been used for more than 2 decades in pets and livestock to reunite people with lost animals. Hotels and many employers have used the same technology in key cards, which users simply tap against a pad or a lock. Over the past few years, businesses, mostly tech firms, have used RFID implants to grant access to the most sensitive areas of their campuses to select employees. Now the technology is going mainstream, right? So they're introducing this microchip, you know, as a ways to make life more convenient, man. Because as you can see, this society is slowly starting to go into maneuver into where everything is pretty much going to be cashless, man. Because since this fiat currency, isn't backed by anything, they're starting to picture it as a nuisance to keep using it, because nobody has been using really like paper money as of the last couple of years, because they're transitioning from the paper currency into these debit and credit cards, because they're supposed to be more convenient, standing in line, having to count out your money, get the change and all that stuff, where you can just for a couple seconds, swipe your card, and then the transaction be finished, man. But and then keep going forward. Now they have the chip that's in the credit cards and your debit cards. So instead of where they won't even allow you to swipe anymore, they put it to where you have to put the chip. They have a chip reader in the machine, where you have to actually put the chip in and let that get all your information out while you put your PIN number in and do all the rest of the stuff you're supposed to do with the transaction. So they're making it to where this technology is going to be more used for more convenience, so they say, man. That's how they gonna reel the people in, because when you get that chip in your hand, they're gonna market it as you ain't gotta stand in line anymore. You can just go in and boom, get what you gotta do and go out. Like, it's just straight utter convenience, man. You ain't gotta have no hassle waiting in the line, having to wait behind somebody to get they put their PIN number in, count their money out. This is gonna be used for convenience, and they're gonna add perks to it too, man. And so these businesses are slowly starting to maneuver into having this chip be used for the employees. We had that, brothers have brought out that it's already a company in the U.S., because they've been chipping people for the longest now, man. We had a Edomite come up last week and said that when he was in Singapore about 6 years ago, they already was chipping their people over in Singapore, man. So over in America, we're just now starting to see this chip go mainstream. You got it on Dr. Oz. It's on ESPN. It's on Fox, NBC, and all these different news stations. Good Morning America. So this chip is being made mainstream, man. But they're not going to just up and force it on the people because they know that if they was to do that, as of right now, nobody's going to accept it. So they got to play on the minds of the simple and introduce it as a way of convenience, man. So I'm gonna just get a couple scriptures just to let you know like what we're dealing with. All right, I'm gonna just get right into what this chip is, man, because it's the mark of the beast. If you can't tell, I'm gonna start at Revelations 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Right. So that's what this article was pretty much going into, man. It says the RFID chip is a microchip implant is the size of a grain of rice, and it goes in your right hand between your thumb and your forefinger. So that's gonna be probably like, so I can get the camera right, about in this area right here, man. They're gonna be you can just easily go on and Google and see they're already chipping people in the masses right now, man. So it says that he causes a mark, both small and great, rich and poor, and free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And then when you go into that word mark, I believe it's that word charagma. Yep, charagma. It says a stamp or imprinted mark. It says a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. But the main point right here, I always want to get Salakia, was a stamp or imprinted mark, man, because when they're gonna put it inside of you. So in order for you to implant something, you got to put it inside of you, right? So it says, Salakia, go back to the description. It says that they're gonna put it in your right hand or in your forehead, which that it says that, but you can get it in your left butt cheek, your thigh, your arm, whatever it is. If you get that chip inside of you, you're taking on the mark of the beast, no matter what body part you take it into. It says that, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6, which we know is 666. And you know that that's the talking about that barcode, the universal barcode that you have on the back of everything that you use to buy with. So it says that they're going to use that for a means of buying and selling, man. All right. So I'm continue on with this article. It says more businesses are inviting employees to have these implants inserted for free. These implants eliminate the need to carry keys, which can be lost, or remember passwords, which can be forgotten. Employees are also able to make purchases by linking the implants to their bank account or an expense account at work. If an employee wants a snack, they merely have to wave their hand above a sensor in the break room, and the item is purchased. And that's going into that convenience, man, because you know if you get this chip, they're gonna use it. That's pretty much gonna be used as like a key, to where you ain't gotta carry around a wallet or keys anymore. So you gotta worry about something getting lost or stolen, man. Or like I said, you got passwords that you can't remember. So it's gonna eliminate all those, where it's just a convenient, easy life, man. Where you just going to and fro, doing your everyday life, and all you're doing is waving your hand in front of a bunch of sensors, and that's letting you do what you gotta do. It says businesses like the RFID chip because they are cheaper than keys. It is impossible to steal and never get lost. More sophisticated chips may allow managers to track what the employees are doing and where they are going in the office, and that's the times we're beginning to come into, because now these businesses are integrating the RFID chip into their businesses, man, is going to be used to cut costs because they're not going to want to be able. They're not going to want to have to waste unnecessary money on making a whole bunch of room keys, uh, and have to worry about things like employees stealing things like as far as keys or other things that's going on in the building. And so they said they're gonna track what they're doing to make sure they're doing their work, make sure they're doing what they paid them to do, and where they're going, which shows you that's going to be used for tracking, which we all know that because the RFID chip is already in things like your phone and your debit card. So when you make purchases and use GPS and things like that, they know where you are anyway. So they just going, they just letting you know what times we're coming into because this damn devil is wanting to be like the Most High. Therefore, he wants to have that dominion over the people by putting chips in them, man. But we know that them doing all this is gonna confuse the people because these people aren't gonna look at it as from a biblical standpoint. They're getting the ease right now, man. You know, hey, you giving me things that can make my life more comfortable, then they're gonna do it, man. Because these Americans are lazy, man. Any way to cut down more things they're gonna have to do and carry around and everything, they're gonna love that, man. So they're gonna love this RFID chip, man. But the Lord already said if you do that, He's gonna put you to death, man. And I got that scripture too, because that chip is you giving over your power to the damn devil, man. Whenever Yahweh Shem Shai is the one that created your spirit, therefore he owns you. But once you take on that chip, you giving the control of the Most High over to the devil, man. And so Lord, He said He's gonna destroy you for that if you take that chip, man. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right. So if you taking this RFID chip, man, that wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that I just read is talking about you're gonna burn in nuclear fire, man. When them ICBM missiles come, that are gonna be shot off from all the Babylon's enemies, from all these different nations, you're gonna take part in that nuclear fire if you take on this chip, man. So you gotta be aware of what's going on, man. And if the spirit is working with you, he's giving you the blueprint of what the hell this devil's about to do, man. Because they're using convenience as a way to scare the people, man, before they start making this thing mandatory. And even these Edomites know this, man, because they tells you right here they use the scriptures. They know these so-called Christians. They know this is the mark of the beast, man. But they don't really believe in the Most High anyway. So they're not all these Edomites are gonna take the chip regardless, man. And then they're gonna take Jake with them, man. The ones that are not wanted from the Lord. All right. There was something else in here I was wanting to touch on too. Salakia. It's pretty much, man. Let's say they're gonna use this as a way to be for convenience. So, us being the men of the Lord that are constantly on our watchtower, man. We're not gonna be taken up in that guise, man, because we know what the hell they're trying to do with that. So I got the scripture right here. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." And we aren't ignorant of his devices, man, because it's obvious to see what the hell they're doing, man. They're lowering these people into a false reality with all this technological advances that they're trying to put on the people. Because ultimately, Esau wants to go into a what's the word? I always use this. Pretty much they want this to be like a transhuman world, man. They want it because they want to be used being one with the machines, man. Because in all actuality, these devils know what the hell is about to happen, man. They know that their kingdom is falling, and they know that Yahweh Shem Shah is against them, man, and that Yahweh Shah is coming back with this host of angels to destroy this place and and, uh, and raise up the nation of Israel to for us to rule the kingdom of heaven on this planet, man. And so these devils know that once that happens, the elites of you Edomites, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery, man. So these elites are trying to run from that. So they know if they was to die, that they're going to come back as slaves, man. So what they're trying to do is trying to hold back as much as they can from the Lord before He comes back, man. But that's not gonna happen. And through their pride, they're trying to do this. But just for this chip though, man, they're trying their hardest to get their plans going with this new world order and everything else. And so I want to go into this word devices because it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, and it says a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, and we know that evil purpose right here is to chip the whole world to make the whole world their slaves, which the whole world is already their slaves, but they just want to do it so they can have full control over them. Because as brothers have talked about, man, if you get this chip, you won't even know what you're doing to yourself, because these devils can pretty much use you as a robot after that, because that chip can tap into your spirit, and it's been brought out that it's a thing in that chip that can cut off a certain part of your mind to where you have the faith in the Lord, man, where you'll totally just be a brainless zombie pretty much, man, just to work and provide your purpose to Esau, man. So we know that this evil purpose is we're not gonna be fooled by that, man, because these elites' plans is not gonna come to fruition, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Shah's will be done. He said he's gonna take this place down, and it's gonna happen, man, because the Lord's not a liar. And redemption is coming to the nation of Israel, man. It's coming to the elect of Israel first and foremost, man. Then the 2/3 are gonna be brought back to the loins of the elect, man. So we know by this devil talking about how he's gonna bring this in as a convenient thing first, man. Then we're not gonna be fooled for that, man. Because like I said, this chip has been in the works for it says about more than 2 decades, man. And they brought it in putting it in pets and livestock, so you can find your animal if it was to go missing, man. But that was just the guys that first bring this in, man. Now they got it in your cars and your cell phones, and then the last step is to put it in you, man. Because you look up the Georgia Guidestones, man. Pull it up real quick. If you look up the Georgia Guidestones, they telling you what their plans are, man. It tells you right here. This is Satan's 10 Commandments, man. So it tells you what exactly they are planning, and when they get this chip, in everybody. This is exactly what they want to do right here, man. They want to take the population and decrease the population to under 500 billion, man. The scriptures tell you, we're not supposed to number the people, but the Esau and his pride doesn't care about that though, man. So they're gonna get the people as a form of them making life easier for them, man. And we already know this ain't our rest, man. The nation of Israel, this is not our rest. So if you fall into that trap, you're gonna be destroyed along with this place, man. All right, this is Amos 6:1. It says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came." Right. So it says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion," man. Because we're not, like I said, this is not our rest, man. This weren't brought over here to be at rest. This isn't the place that we're supposed to prosper at. Us being brought to America was our punishment, man, for disobeying the Lord, man, and breaking His commandments. So you being fooled with this devil and his lying tongue, him swaying you with these these sweet words, thinking, all right, life is gonna be so much easier. For you to just get this chip, man. Then, hey, when you gonna taste that nuclear destruction like this, like it tells you in Revelation, man. It said you're gonna drink out of the cup that was poured out without mixture. It's like I'm not gonna paraphrase it right here. Revelation 14:10. It said the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture to the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, man. So if you take this chip, man, you are going to die. And that's just point blank period. The Lord told you not to do it, man. So the Lord says do something. We're supposed to follow through, no questions asked, man. So we can't be fooled by Satan's devices, man. You know, you Israelites that trust in this system, that trust in this devil and this government, man, y'all gonna be taken out with this place, man. All right, this isn't the time to be getting simple, man. You know, Satan's gonna continue to bring out more and more things about this chip to make it sound sexy, man. But once that chip gets brought out, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for all you people that get it, especially you Israelites, man. Cause you heathens, it don't matter. You can get the chip or not, man. Y'all gonna be destroyed regardless, man. But you Israelites, the one that's taking heed to his word, do not take that chip, man. Cause if you do, you will be put to death, man. And it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be no easy death where you just fall asleep in your sleep or die in your sleep or some shit like that. The Lord's gonna make you. He's gonna torment you in that, man. All right, this is exactly what this says. Go down to 11. It says, and the smoke of the torment ascended up forever and ever, and they shall have no rest day or night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receives the mark of his name. All right, so you just said it, man. You take this chip, man. Not only you gonna burn nuclear fire, but you're gonna be tormented, man. Because your spirit, once your flesh and blood gets is burnt away, that fire is gonna burn you in your spirit, man. So you still gonna burn, man. So this thing ain't no game. All right, this is life and death right here, man. And you niggas that's out here trying to disprove that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Y'all looking bad right now, man, because hey, it's coming out more and more to make it obvious that this damn chip is the mark of the beast, man. All right, so with that, Lord Williams was edifying. I will give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostle, the elders, the great millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there pushing, man. Hey, we almost out of here, man. Just keep the faith, man, and just keep pushing, man. We don't